You don't see those in Connecticut. Just stay right where you are there, big boy. Welcome to day 12. It's a Sunday. Freezing out. 41 degrees Fahrenheit right now. My tires were under pressure again. But I'll let them warm up and they should be fine. Heading north today up into Jasper, where I've got a camping reservation now that we're past the crazy weekend where I couldn't find a campground or a hotel. So I ended up staying at that hostel, which was fine. It's first time I've been in a hostel. It's a little worn down. People were all friendly, but I find it very difficult to sleep in that environment. I was in a bunk bed. I was on the lower bed. The guy above me kept shifting around all night. At least I think it was a guy. I never actually saw the person, but based on the shoes, it looked like it was a guy. And then a young couple comes in at, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning, and she's throwing up. Obviously they were drinking, and made a racket for half an hour. It was not very pleasant, but I managed to get some sleep in. And look at this day. Wonderful day. Kind of played around in the hostel in the morning. Could have left probably an hour or so ago, but they had breakfast at 8, and I wanted to get some food in my stomach, especially with as cool as the temperatures are. I needed some food. Uploaded my photos that were on my phone and planned out the day. This Icefields road that I'm going to take, that I started to take yesterday until I got to that Mistaya Lake campground that was completely full. It's just got a ton of pullouts. So I've had my heated gear on, multiple layers, trying to keep myself warm. It is supposed to get up to 72 today, so eventually some of those layers and the heat will get turned off, but not for now. The National Park put together a very good brochure that shows for this Icefields Parkway where all the lookouts are in the mileage or the kilometers from the southern entrance. So I sat in the lobby of the hostel this morning and highlighted all the different lookouts that I wanted to stop at today. The next one is Crowfoot Glacier, which is 36 kilometers from the southern entrance of the Icefields. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Very nice. This is where I turned off yesterday at Mosquito. Unsuccessfully tried to locate a camp. Closing in on Crowfoot Glacier. That must be it up there on the left. Okay, next on the list is Bow Glacier. I take it back. This is Bow Lake. It's crowded with people. That's Bow Lake Glacier up there. And then slightly to the left of it, below it, are the Bow Lake Glacier Falls. It's absolutely gorgeous. Be a great hike out there. It's gonna take a couple hours though, easily. Next is Bow Summit, 3 kilometers down the road. This place is just humming with people. The parking lots, this is telling a young couple with a little boy, parking lots, people are like frantic trying to pull in and pull out, and very, very busy. So I got to be really careful. So I'm not always the most visible. Canadian national parks are like the United States national parks, man. They are, each one of them has such personality and beautiful things to see. The next stop on my list is Herbert Lake and Surf Lake. Quite the valley. The road's a great motorcycle road. Big sweepers, elevation changes, stunning scenery. Yeah, this hits my top 10 list. Warmed up. Stripped off a couple layers because I was walking uphill at that stop, just like on the prior one. I got myself all warmed up. It's only 65 degrees out, so I am going to chill down here in a hurry. Hopefully not before I get to the next stop. My Camelback is a lifesaver on a trip like this. I can drink during the day when I'm riding, and then when I do a climb like that, a walk, I can get rehydrated as well. So I keep running into the same 2 couples at the scenic stops, and one of the couples was down in Banff last night where I was and saw the same elk that I did this morning, just right on the periphery of the town there. They apparently saw this male elk, I don't know what it's called, a bull, ram a car that apparently stopped a little too close for the elk's desire and ended up ramming it. So I am really glad that he was happy munching on his food when I went by. These landscapes are so huge, it's really hard for me to get my head around it. pretty fast. I've missed a couple of the stops because they don't point them out, and then I come around a bend and I can see it, but I'm moving too fast to be able to make a safe pull off. Boy, look at that. That's looking south. The Weeping Wall is over there to the left. Hopefully I can catch that tomorrow going south. Look at that glacier, that's huge. It's probably bigger than any of them that I saw in Glacier National Park. Twisties here. Huge hairpin turn. There's a wind too. I am climbing towards Wilcox Pass, which is another high pass here. Just gonna keep climbing here. I have not made it to Wilcox Pass yet, but I saw this turnout and figured I needed to stop because it's magnificent. Oh, and there's a waterfall down there too. I think that's Bridal Veil Falls. I still have 12 kilometers to go to get to Wilcox Pass. How much more elevation I'm going to gain. I think I've only got about halfway on this road. It's already 1:30. I have 113 kilometers to go, an hour and 21 minutes to get to Jasper. Jasper National Park. Wow, look at that ice up there. That is cool. I may have to put another layer on. It's starting to get chilly. I just entered the Columbia Icefield in Jasper National Park. This is the Columbia Icefield. You can actually get up on the glacier for a fee. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I'm trying to run low on time. Man, is this place busy. Quite spectacular. I still have an hour and 14 minutes to go. My campground is all the way within 6 or 8 kilometers of Jasper, which is going to work out really well for getting groceries. So I'm going to probably bypass my campsite, go into Jasper, grab some groceries, and go back to camp. It's 2:30. It's been kind of a long day since I started at 6. So I'm eager to finish off maybe 1 or 2 more sites, and then I'm going to head on up there. Since I got to pass this way tomorrow anyways, whatever I missed today I can pick up tomorrow. So I get to do this ride all over again tomorrow, which I'm kind of looking forward to. You know, going in a different direction gives you a different perspective on the mountains and different times of the day. So I'm not opposed to that at all. I'll have fewer stops tomorrow. That's a good view of the snow cap up there. Look at all the trees. Carpet of trees up that mountain. There have been a couple turnouts on the left where they don't allow people in my lane to turn left because of limited visibility. I just passed one looking up on the glacier that hopefully I can see tomorrow. Actually, absolutely love the color of the water. There's particulate matter in the water that apparently is like a fine talcum in its size, and it gets suspended in the water and then reflects that particular spectrum of the light, so it gives it that nice, I'll call it light green, I'm sure there's a better term for it. You see that in the lakes and you see it in the rivers. It's really cool. Look at all those rocks. Looks like they were flat at one point and they got shoved upwards. That is a grand view. Not to be outdone by the stuff that's on the mountains that are on the right. Look at that peak up there. That is cool. Welcome to Jasper. I'm going to pull over here somewhere and plug into my GPS the grocery store that I selected. Kind of a different looking mountain than some of the others I've seen. It's a little more weather worn. What's the warning? Town site bear warning. Not even in camp they have bears. Jasper. Downtown Jasper. At least I'm on the periphery of it. Grocery store is supposed to be along this road here. Well, I got groceries. The store was a zoo. Looked like mostly visitors, at least on my guess. This marks the northern terminus of this trip. Have to see how it compares to Newfoundland from a latitude perspective. So this is the high water mark, Jasper. And from here on, it is more or less heading home. It's going to take me a while to get there. Not quite sure the direction I'm going to go, whether it's in Canada or the United States. But this is the high water mark. Always kind of a mixed emotions on it. How many miles? 3,288.3. It's been a great trip. Today was just a phenomenal day. In terms of the riding was fun, weather was good, but it's actually really warm here right now. It's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. The scenery was just outstanding. So I'm looking forward to another day of that tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's still good. So I've got 3.9 kilometers until I get off this road onto the A, which I guess is just a little connector that splits off on 93 and then goes back onto it again. And somewhere along that line is my campsite. So tomorrow morning I'll just get back on this thing, head south, and then rejoin 93. And right there at that junction was the Wabasso Falls, so I'll do that first thing in the morning. So I'm in the A section, site 23. Wabasso. Very friendly rangers at the entry station. He said there has not been any bears here in the last several days. Doesn't look terribly full. It's amazing how one day can make a difference. Free firewood. Not that there's an easy way for me to get it to camp. They have had a big pile of it there. We're at the restroom. 22, 23. bike around and unpack, figure out where I'm going to put my tent. Time to have dinner and set the camp and relax.